Welcome to this patent snippet on sight recognition, an important strand of the word recognition portion of Scarborough's reading rope. To become fluent readers, we need a strong lexicon or mental dictionary of words that we recognize as if by sight. But how do we develop a strong sight vocabulary? All fluent readers can instantly and automatically recognize a large number of words, which researchers call the sight vocabulary. When a reader has learned a sight word, she can retrieve the spelling, pronunciation, and meaning of that word as soon as her eyes alight upon it. But first we need to know how the brain learns to recognize words by sight and why it's so difficult for some students. Well, according to current research, sight word recognition depends upon a student's phonemic awareness, phonics, and decoding skills. Without a proficiency in these skills, building a robust sight word vocabulary can be quite challenging. To further explain how phonemic awareness, phonics, and decoding skills facilitate sight word recognition, we need to understand orthographic mapping. In the words of the renowned Dr. Linnea Airy, orthographic mapping involves the formation of letter-sound connections to bond the spellings, pronunciations, and meanings of specific words in memory. It explains how children learn to read words by sight, to spell words from memory, and to acquire vocabulary words from print. This development is portrayed as a sequence of overlapping phases, each characterized by the predominant type of connection linking spellings of words to their pronunciations in memory. In other words, through orthographic mapping, students use the oral language processing part of the brain to map or connect the sounds of words they already know to the correct orthographic spellings of those words. They then permanently store the connected sounds and letters of words along with their meanings as instantly recognizable words described as sight vocabulary or sight words. So now you might be wondering what that means for instruction. Well, according to that research, the instruction is not best done with flashcards, word shapes, or with rainbow writing. This is how our brain maps print onto the speech sounds in a word. The three sounds in dog are d, a, g. The d is spelled with a d, the a is spelled with an o, and the g is spelled with a g. Now my brain has both the phonological form and the written or orthographic form connected to meaning. When I connect the symbols to the sounds that they represent, I orthographically map the word dog into my sight vocabulary over time. So you might be thinking, dog is easy to map because it's spelled the way it sounds. What about words that aren't spelled the way they sound? Do we teach those words differently? Let's look at the word said. The brain maps the word said as it does regularly spelled words, with the s being spelled with an s, the d being spelled with a d, and the e being spelled with an AI. This spelling we need to learn by heart. So even irregularly spelled words like said are mapped in exactly the same way as phonetically spelled words, through phoneme-grapheme correspondence and connecting that to meaning in order to facilitate automatic word reading as if by sight. Unfortunately, it seems we have not reached consensus about what to call the words we teach to our students. To clarify, high-frequency words are words that occur most frequently in text. They can be phonetically or non-phonetically spelled words. For example, both dog and said are high-frequency words in text for children. Our goal as teachers is to help our students develop a robust mental lexicon of words, including both phonetically spelled and non-phonetically spelled words that become sight words, words recognized immediately as if by sight. So in summary, the best way to teach sight words is to teach all words using a speech-to-print approach, focusing on the sound-spelling connections. And we also want to provide multiple opportunities for students to practice words so that they become automatically decodable as if by sight.